in business, sometimes we overanalyze it.
Yeah.
The best technique is to actually try it, and then tapos just do something that just whatever works, yun na yun. Hi guys, I'm with Mayo. I don't know if you remember May from the previous videos. She's from Bukidnon, but she's now in Dubai. You know why she went to Dubai? They were rich already in Bukidnon, but she married for love. So her husband's here. Tapos as a hobby, she's flying with Emirates. As a hobby only. Ayun. But she gets... Oh, bakit?
Hindi, ano? For love, totoo yun. I married for love. Totoo yun. Yung iba, hindi ko alam.
Alin doon? From Bukidnon? Dubai, Emirates? Totoo naman. Traveling with Emirates. Yeah.
Okay. Marvin.
Walang kwenta yung video for the first 40 seconds.
Actually, ngayon, hindi si Marvin yung mag-i-interview.
Okay.
Ako tsaka si Karen na mag-i-interview.
Andito si Karen? Nasa si...
Yes!
Kala ko nasa Melbourne si Karen.
Ayan,
Asan siya?
natin na
Asan na si Karen?
Ayun!
Guys, she's... If you remember the video in Singapore and Melbourne, yan, that's Karen. Retired at 37 years old.
Wow.
That's why she's here. Birin nyo, she can go. Ay, ako nga pala. Pero it's inspiring kasi yung iba nagre-retire 60, 65. Bihira lang yung ganito.
Yeah, she's ready, Ngayon, so kami magka-question sa'yo.
Okay, what's your question?
So, you arrived here in Dubai last night. Sinundo ka ni Pablo Santos na inambush mo na rin kagabi.
Oo nga, kaso guys, sinabotage ako. Wala akong internet ngayon, so hindi to live. Masama loob ko kay May. Masama.
Tayo natin si On That.
Naputulan ng internet.
A question.
What's your question?
So you always travel around the world? Tapos you talk about stock smarts, tapos you really inspire people. Saan ka pa humuhugot? Saan ka ba? Parang what inspires you to keep on doing what you do?
Masaya. It's just fun eh. Yun lang eh. I just really like it lang eh. Parang yung when you do talks, siguro this year will still be, I said I'll do lesser talks this year para I can do other things like videos and everything. Pero I think I'll end the year pa rin with 200 plus talks pa rin. Pero the flights, yun yung mas madami this year eh. Parang I'll probably end the year with 70 plus flights. So, di ako cabin crew pero lesser than cabin crew levels pa rin. But it's yung tiring sa ganun is it's harder to prepare and do other things. Like for example, yung hindi nakikita nila sa background is what I do outside the talks. What I do outside the talks. For example, kanina I for our barbershop nag-ayos kami ng payroll. I approve some of the payments also. Yun yung mga things that are happening online, that there are some businesses that I do that people don't see. So you add that and you add the talks and you add parang ibang investment decisions as well. That takes a lot of time pa rin eh. So yung if there's a trade-off is yung nakapagod din siya at times. Pero I was telling a lot of people is it's tiring, pero yung feeling na yung hugot is parang every time I get to speak and talk, parang nagba-basketball lang ako. So it's something that I enjoy and it's something that I love doing. So yun, I don't know eh. It's not as I guess it's not as hard, or it's not as hindi siya nakaka-burn out. Because you're doing something that you like.
Okay, nice.
There.
So,
okay.
Very nice. Question pa.
Okay, sige.
Since nag-enjoy ka, but then you said you also have other businesses, diba? How do you manage your time?
I'm not actually good at managing my time. Totoo. I'm not
Meron ka bang organizer? How do you do it? Sa cellphone lang ba?
Wala eh. To list everything down.
Yeah.
I tried everything na. Nag-try ako sa Outlook, na may calendar, nag-try ako naka-Excel, nag-try ako ng mga apps. It doesn't work eh.
So, how do you do it?
So ngayon, naka lang, yung sa notes, sa
Sa phone.
So naka-sync yun sa iCloud. So whatever I write there na schedule, naka-sync din sa laptop ko. Yun lang. Pero I'm really bad eh. Tamo, nalate ako 10 minutes when I met you eh, di ba? So I'm not as good as managing time. There are times na talagang dire-diretso lahat eh. So yun, there are things na hindi ko nagagawa. Kunyari, even si Karen, she would send me things also. Matagal ako mag-reply kasi hindi ko na minsan because there's so much lang, it becomes slower. So I don't know what I'll do next year. I might lessen some things also.
Some talks.
I don't know what will it be, pero most likely I might hindi ko alam gagawin ko eh for might be talks also. Might be actually I try to lessen talks kasi parang proportion ko is for every year parang I do 20% of my entire number of talks, advocacy talks yun.
Wow.
Ayun, so parang
in the Philippines or wherever?
Mostly churches, yung mga not NGOs, yung mga ganun, mga parang I don't benefit anything at all, ganun. 20% is from that. Then at any given point 50% yung sa mga anything event related, mga stock smarts, then the rest puro corporate. Tapos meron pa akong siguro 5-10% for schools. Parang nagmo-move siya from ganun.
Wow.
So sabi ko, I'll just maintain it like that. Nangyari, lahat yung nag-double lahat eh. I don't know paano nangyari.
Nag-double yung YouTube mo.
Yes.
Nakita nila lahat sa video.
Kasi even for Cebu, I would normally fly to Cebu mga 3 to 4 times a year.
Right.
This year yata 7 times ako nag-fly to Cebu. So something like that.
Kukuha ka na ng property doon.
Sa Cebu, hindi ko alam. So ganun.
But then, you said na you're doing, minsan nagdo-double na yung mga kailangan mong gawin, but I do know that you're someone who doesn't really stop, like making goals and striving to aim for something new again, discoveries, exploration. So what else do you want to do apart from talking, which makes you really come alive?
Good question.
Apart from, I don't know, maybe expanding your business, yung barbershop and so on. So what else do you want to do apart from vlogging? I know you like vlogging.
By the way, what allowed me pala to do a lot of the other things is everything that I don't do anymore is outsourced. So wala na akong ibang ginagawa. People help me in a lot of the things that I do. So as much as possible yung hindi ko expertise or things that I know other people can do na kasi for example sa talks, kailangan ako talaga mag-talk kasi hindi ko pwedeng outsource yun. Pero other things that I can. So yun, that allowed me to free up some time to do more things. In business, I've been parang being a silent investor in some businesses where you Shark Tank style, you get a small piece of the business.
Essentials!
Oy! Essentials?
33.33%!
Hindi.
We're so honored to have you, Marvin.
Hindi nga, kahit gawin, kahit volunteer lang ako doon, okay na, kahit volunteer lang, okay na ako.
Essentials yan.
Pero for those who don't know, yun yung pag-asa ko sa buhay. Totoo. Doon ko inaasa yung kinabukasan namin. Saan ako possibly kikita. So, yun.
Nice.
So yun. I invest silently kasi na-realize ko this is what I've learned from the barbershop experience. It takes a lot of time eh. It's very time consuming. That's why we were planning to expand pa further. Kaso the time it takes to expand as compared to may gagawin ka pang iba.
Something new, you mean?
And not just something new. For example, yung iba kong partners, yung isa kong partner doon, may hostel sila.
Okay.
So if he spends more time in the hostel, he can grow that 10 times.
Okay.
If the same amount sa barbershop, same effort, parang siguro 1 or 2 shops magagawa namin.
Right.
So at this point in what we're doing,
it's all about math.
It's all about math, tsaka yung time na masispend namin doon, where will we parang be most effective also. So it's starting more businesses will take up a lot of time also eh. Tsaka hindi lang yun eh, yung if you do a lot of businesses, yung tao, especially if it's newer, minsan may turn around yun, mabilis labas-pasok yung mga tao dun sa mga businesses. So So yun, in terms of business, I probably won't operate anything muna, but I'll probably invest if
Silently.
if there's opportunities out there. Then for doing other things, I don't know eh. Pero nagbago yung mga nagbago yung
Goals.
may mga certain sa amin ako may pag naka business class ka na, parang
Ayoko nang bumaba.
parang nakaka-suffocate na.
Marami ka.
Parang ganun. So yung mga ganun lang, yung may mga things na hindi ko alam kung goal yun, pero parang sabi ko gusto ko lagi parang gusto ko parang mas masaya to, parang okay naman. Ganun yung mga
Yes,
may mga
yes,
certain I still consider it a luxury also,
Right.
kasi it gets you from point A to point B pa rin eh. Pero may mga certain items that yun parang sige, parang ganito gusto ko, gusto ko. Pero yung nagbago sa akin also is same pa rin na mas gusto ko pa rin yung experiences, kasi ganun, that's an experience, diba?
Yeah.
Pero yung mas mura pa yung bumili ng Apple Watch, pero hindi ko ma-justify sa sarili ko bumili ng Apple Watch kasi hindi siya, for me it's not an experience. Tapos I don't know, it's cheaper than parang cheaper than a business class flight.
Yeah.
Pero hindi ko alam eh, lagi kung bibili na ako, I always talk myself out to buy it. Totoo.
Tingnan natin sa camera mo.
Ganun. Ay,
Sa camera mo.
camera's fine eh, kasi
You use
it's a business expense eh. So
Right. That's
every time you buy something for business, it's okay eh.
Wow.
It doesn't matter how expensive it is. Yung lagi kong iniisip,
Yung return.
ano yung babalik
Yeah,
doon. So
okay.
you always look at it that way. People kasi nangihinayang sa cost. If the return outweighs the cost, sobrang sulit siya.
Right. Ay, alam mo Marvin, gusto ko to kasi usually you're the one interviewing.
Oo nga, okay din to eh.
So, at least
Pero
ito,
tingin mo may kabubula.
Meron, di ba? Nuggets of wisdom yun. Hindi lang sa stock investing, kasama pala yung mga nuggets of wisdom tungkol sa
Oo.
buhay. Eto, sinabi mo, you really want to experience, so you'd rather spend on experiences, diba? So the only way you can do so is really multiply yourself in a way na maybe you hire someone, diba? Or meron kang freelancers, or I don't know how you do it, pero how do you choose the right team for to really help you run your empire? Nox ganun.
This is what I've realized. I don't try to choose the right team,
Okay.
but I just try everyone. Tapos yung whoever works out, I take them for the long term. Ganun lang.
Okay.
Kasi you won't know it kagad. Parang
Sa interview.
You won't get it sa resume, you won't get it sa interview. But what I do is, pag tingin kong hindi talaga nag-fit, hindi ko na pinapatagal also.
Okay.
So parang what I do is, a lot of the people that I work with, parang it's all either project based or we do it for a certain engagement, or parang retainer. For example, may lawyer, accountant, they're all on retainer. So parang the relationship is where they're not an employee, pero they're a retainer.
Okay.
Ganun din for yung mga gumagawa ng mga graphics for me, they're also all on retainer. So yung ginawa ko at start, hire ako 10. Tapos
Okay.
daw yung pinaka nagustuhan ko, hindi lang sa skill pati sa ugali, yun yung take on ko, yun yung tinake on ko for the long term.
Okay.
Yun lang. Tip in business, sometimes we overanalyze it.
Yeah.
The best technique is to actually try it, and then tapos just do something that just whatever works, yun na yun.
Very
By
nice.
the way, nandito tayo sa
Nandito
Burj
tayo.
Khalifa. Okay, what else?
So, I have a question. So, speaking of Burj Khalifa, you've been there for several times na. And I think, say, for example, you've been to Taiwan recently, you've been to Cebu, sabi mo, 7 times ka na sa Cebu, this year lang. So, there are places that you visit frequently na. So, how do you make sure na it's always something fresh? Do you try, are you that kind of person na, parang I want to try kahit same place naman pero different experience, or do you stick to it kasi pupunta tayo ng Dubai Mall ngayon kasi dadaan natin sa Shake Shack, diba? Are you like that? Anong personality ka? It's something, hindi siya business but more of getting to know you deeper ba?
So Again, if I go to a certain place,
Are you the type of person who likes to explore, or you
Oh,
you'd like to stick to something
I
na
like to explore.
familiar?
Like sa Taiwan, this is my third time to Taiwan. We went when 2012, then last year, then this year.
Yeah.
We tried to go to places na hindi pa namin napuntahan. So ganun. Pero may mga places like sa Taiwan, I always go back to Taipei 101. Yun. Pero other above and beyond that, or yung mga mahilig siwan sa mga street food So we go to the street food area, pati yung mga shopping. So yun, binalikan namin yun. Pero other than that, we like exploring also.
Tapos ito question, kasi we hear it all the time sa videos mo, sa mga posts mo.
Talaga, you watch my videos? Oh my gosh! Guys, may mayaman na nanonood na video ko.
So, di ba? Tapos parang you really like Shake Shack.
Okay.
Diba? Why do you feel, ito na lang, para once
Kinurap
and for
mo
all.
Kinurap mo kami.
Once and for
Masaya
all.
na ako sa burger machine dati.
Ako din Angel Burger. Why do you really like Shake Shack? Ano ba para sa'yo?
Hindi, in fairness, there are other burgers that are good also. Pero, ano sila, parang for example, sa Las Vegas, may masarap doon na diner. Pero, doon mo lang makikita yun. Hindi katulad ng Shake Shack na madami siya Dubai, Qatar, Hong Kong, Korea. So parang you have a place na you know what you're expecting also. Tsaka yun, yung mga one-off na diners naman or one-off na restaurant, di ba naman sila mapupuntahan over and over So unlike Shake Shack, alam mo na nasa States ka, Shake Shack, masarap siya. Yun.
Shake Shack is just one of your parang favorite food.
It's my favorite na burger place. Better than Five Guys. I don't like Five Guys. Masarap din siya pero not a big fan. Not a big fan.
Pero hindi lang burger yung gusto mo You like ramen. Basta food in general, I think you're a foodie, and Yvonne as well.
Yun lang
ano ba siya? Is it something na parang bonding na rin ni Yvonne?
Hindi, walang nagluluto sa bahay. Yun yung honest answer. Walang nagluluto sa bahay. Tapos, I don't know if you've heard this sa mga videos or sa seminars. For me, I value time time is very, very important. So nag-compute ako yung time na magluluto, mag-prepare, mag-chop-chop, maghuhugas, tapos kakainin mo lang for 15 minutes. Ang laki na nauubos nun So if it takes 1 hour and a half of you doing that, ano yung matitipid mo na 300, 400 pesos, 500 pesos per meal as compared to yung 1.5 hour productive ka. So parang ganun, balik na rin naman natin. If wala kang ginagawa, better magluto kasi you'll save money. Pero if every hour is important also, you can use that sana to earn more or to trade more, analyze stocks more, or think more about your business. So parang ganun.
Alam mo, ito sa na to, right? I think sa ride na to tsaka sa interview na to, one thing that really na nag-highlight,
galing mag-summarize talaga, guys.
Yung parang talaga yung highlight is how you really value your time. You really give price sa time mo, and then you make sure na if you can multiply yourself in order to save more time and make use of it more. So what else can you say before we part, kasi malapit tayo part. What else can you say na with regards to really valuing your time?
Pero ngayon na lang yan. Ito pa interesting. I said that there's a lot of talks. What people don't know is mas madami ako natatanggihan pa kesa dun sa natutuloy na talks also. Because either nag-conflict sa oras, or for example, yun, kunyari, we're here in Dubai, I have to turn down a couple of talks also for it kasi conflict sa schedule. So ganun. That's why very, very important yun in connection to time. Very, very important to me that I have to choose yung mga things na either gusto ko talaga, or things that I prioritize, or things that are in line with what I want to do, or ayun, you do things to value relationships. Kaya ako nandito kasi nandito kayo totoo. You do very, very important sa business, hindi lang pera but the relationships you build in that. So yun.
Last na bonus. So for you, how do you maintain relationships? Ano yung tip mo in really, kasi as you said, it's more of relationship na hindi na siya it's not a transaction anymore, more of relationship and seeing people who you've gotten along so well throughout the years. So what's your tip when it comes to maintaining good relationships?
Hindi ko alam yung tip pero ako, what I always think about is kunyari, madami akong nakita may business nag-aaway sila dahil sa pera. So, lagi kong isip, itong 100,000 ba na to, itong 500,000 ba na to, itong 10,000 na to, is it worth it na masira yung pagkakaibigan namin? So, that's it.
Wow! Thank you very much, Marvin,
Bye-bye.
sa pag-unlock.
So, now you can nominate who do you want next for the video.
Karen!
Okay, Karen, okay. So, see you all ba? Trade well, trade strong, trade smart. Bye-bye.